I fantasize sometimes, not because I would ever not be a red-blooded American, but just as a thought experiment. What if Iran and Saudi Arabia and all those other countries that don't like their neighbor, and Russia and China all teamed up, and they just flattened. I would never want this, just as like a Walking Dead experiment in my mind. I would never actually want this. It's just nice to think like, what if there were a giant fucking bomb? Hopefully not, if radioactive nukes are real, hopefully not radioactive, and just completely obliterated the car. Couple lengths in front of me, boom, just huge. I have to slam on my brakes and fly off into a ravine or something, and there's no electricity, there's no power, would there still be running water? That would probably run out pretty quick. No running water, no society as we know it, no phones, no satellites, no YouTube, no Twitch. Crucial, you can just delete your Twitch and your YouTube, and you're basically already living that. Okay, dude, everyone else is still on the rat race. On the wheel. It doesn't really matter if I opt out, I'm just some spastic. If it were to all go down today and be a Walking Dead scenario, I'm not prepped for it at all. I say this quote because I think I read it one time, 10 years ago. Some of the best batters never warmed up. That was probably in like the 50s when they were, making a normal salary as like a normal everyday Joe. So why would you warm up for that? But I still use it regardless. I think the super prepper lacks a certain, if you're ready to go, if it goes down and you're ready to go, who's gonna win? The guy with a bug out bag who's been preparing and thinking about this incessantly. He's got all kinds of ammo. He's got, these hollow points. This flashlight. Check out my flashlight, bro. Check out my bug out bag, bro. Check out my nah, bro. We aren't doing that. My check engine light's on, and I got my bare hands. Okay, that's what I have. Let's go toe to toe. Let's, if you get me, you get me. But I don't think, in a Walking Dead scenario, I don't think that's how it would happen. Not Walking Dead, but you know what I mean. Like if there were, bombs on every major capital in the U.S. or something, and all hell broke loose. Either way, just kind of a fun thing to think about. Like, where would you go? What would you do? I would have to cut loose. Sorry, Gramps. It was a good run. I don't know if holing up in his house would be useful at all, really. Maybe for 3 weeks, but I feel like you're just gonna get, in that amount of time, you're probably just gonna get robbed and killed by neighbors and wild packs of freaks. You'd probably just have to go out in the middle of nowhere, and the thing is, if you get out in the middle of nowhere and you can't get back with gas, can you survive off the land and eating bugs and squirrels and stuff to get back once the worst of it blows over? Probably not. I don't think the guy listening, I don't think you're that guy. I don't think me, the guy talking, is that guy. So you'd have to get far enough out to wait for it to blow over, but not far enough out where you'd just be stranded and screwed. Man, I wish there's so little, the genre creates so much, there's so much world building and ideas you can explore and just everything, but really there's nothing. There's you have like Mad Max, which the 80s movies were bad objectively. You have the new one, which was like cool, but like a little too sci-fi if you wanted to do it more normal. We have Walking Dead for like a season and a half, and then it's just boring. And I've tried with the post-apocalyptic movies. They're not all that good. I remember The Day After Tomorrow freaking me out really bad as a kid, but there's really not a lot in the genre. It's kind of a shame. I guess I just have to start reading. I don't know, because movies-wise, TV-wise, it's empty. There's nothing. It's you'd think they would have, like, I don't know, I guess Walking Dead kind of bored everyone to death, so no one wants to see that anymore. There's the new Fallout show, but it looks crazy. Reddit. You'd have to be a sick man to enjoy something like that. But yeah, what do you guys think? Like, if it were to all go down tomorrow, do you think it would be a net positive? You know, like, obviously in the moment, you know, oh, loss of life is bad. My hecking liferino. You know, and maybe you get got. You know, maybe the cards fall that way. But in like a year or two, with the net suffering, I feel like the net suffering that people endure daily now, it would definitely outweigh, you know, 3/4 of the country starving to death. As fucked up as that sounds, in like 10 years, you'd be way well off. But I wonder if it would just turn into prison. You know, would it just be like Mexicans versus the white boys and the Native Americans? Native Americans are too small of a population. They would have to like team up with the Mexicans, I think. I don't see them just like doing their own thing. I feel like you'd need more power in numbers, and then the rest of the mystery people would just, you know, with the Indians and the Filipinos and anyone else, would they all just be grouped up? Like, I don't know. I would not want to be the token white guy in that group. Holy fuck! Can you imagine the dysfunction? Jeez, man, that would be brutal. That would not be good. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe a good video soon. I don't know. I posted that one Spurg thing, whatever. No Twitter's been good for me, by the way. I think Twitter's totally dead. I'll talk more about that in a sec. But my one post, I was talking about what do you say? Like, my commenter was like spirit torture. Talk more about the spirit torture or whatever. And it's such a huge net that to do that, you would have to, like, dude, it would be so, like, there's videos that, you know, they talk on boomer media, they talk on Gen X media, they talk on millennial media, they talk on Gen X or Gen Z media. But to, like, think tank a different, obviously you can look at what exists and be like, oh yeah, this all sucks and is bad, and you know, the R&B in the 90s and the oh, I'm going insane making so much money, Gen X millennial movies. The millennial movies are more the party oofy doofy shit. It's more the Gen Xer movies where it's like they still had some kind of normal world to be like, oh yeah, I'm making so much money in this gray box, I'm going insane, or, you know, I work at what was that movie, Office Space? The chick who works, Jennifer Aniston, where she works at like some restaurant, and they make her wear like a bunch of buttons or something. Like, oh, I have to wear buttons, and I'm making 5 times, you know, maybe not on paper it's 5 times, but in like real world value, it's like 5 times the wage of working at a restaurant. Now it's like, oh, I'm going insane. I'm making 4 times the amount as a modern person. I'm going insane. It's like now, everyone's like trying to, you know, do some kind of internet ad revenue. Like, Google's the total overlord. Everyone's trying to get Twitch money. Everyone's trying to get side hustle drop shipping money. or sell some course, or what do normies even do for money on the internet? I don't really know. They have an Etsy shop or something. They're trying to put a curse on $50, and you can have some dumb bitch put a curse on your ex or something. I don't know what the fuck how normies make money online. They do now. They're pretending to eat glizzies on TikTok Live for a superstar that's like $10 or something, because some sick fucking weirdos buying TikTok bits. Like, what the hell is going on? What is going on in normie land? Who knows? I sure don't. But yeah, I don't know. I made a couple videos last week or two, and it's just it's been so drivel, just same old. Like, we get it, crucial, whatever. You're peeved. You got a shitty hand, or you made the wrong choice, or you got brainwashed into making the wrong choice. Yeah, whatever. Everyone knows that. I gotta reset. I think getting out of my current situation and moving out with the GF will definitely be a good reset, because after being there for a couple days, going home is just like hell. I don't need to rehash it. I had a whole video where basically it was a 40-minute nothing burger, just seething. It was basically just saying I live in RE7, basically. I don't think I'm gonna upload that one. It was pretty bad. Like, as much as I despise my grandpa, he's like 1,000 years old. I can't. I'm sure I'm gonna be way the fuck out of touch when I'm 1,000. So, I don't know. Things are not bleak, but they're just gay. You know what I mean? I don't know. This whole Iran war is like totally fake and gay, and it's just boring. It's just fucking boring. Like, can we get a real bomb? Like, oh, we sunk we sunk this, we blew up that. It's like, okay, can you show us something substantial and meaningful instead of just a bunch of vague posting? Like, you're gay, and we know the American death toll is fake. 4 Americans have died so far. Dude, it's been like 5 days of nonstop bombing. Unless the bombing's not even real. I mean, you think the Civil War is real? Are you fucking retarded? Are you fucking a retarded boy? Like, come on, let's get real, guys. But yeah, no, I don't know. I guess I can talk about Twitter. Twitter, if you know, which sucks, because like a lot of 99% of you guys are from Twitter. Maybe a few of you are from the algorithm, or me being a Schillingsburg somewhere else, but most of you guys are just from Twitter. And I don't know, I liked old Twitter. I liked old like pre-2020, mid-2023 Twitter, before the For You page, and it was bad with the For You page, and then it was bad with monetization, and now it's bad with it's clear it's just a zillennial containment zone to like make you think like your grandpa. It's literally a 2016 containment zone box that's like, oh yeah, react to political slop, like you're gay, no one cares, it's all fake, it's gay, voting is fake and gay, nothing matters, you're not going to influence anything, it's all bots and rage bait and AI, and that's all of the internet. And I don't consent to a world where normies are watching short form content. I don't know who put that upon me. I did not consent to that. They they've been beating that into our brains forever. You got to watch the BP oil spill for a week straight when you're 10 years old, and then they got to lecture you on. You guys remember this? Let me roll up my window. You guys remember when we were like 12 and we had like an entire month of like health class where it's like, if there's 2 people and they're both inebriated, that's not consent. That's really bad, and you're gonna go to hell. And that was like a month of health class when we were like 12. Like, why did they do that? But yeah, I don't know. Everything's just so gay. Like, you can't drink anymore because the beer's all full of glyphosate, and it just turns you into a a Roundup weed. Roundup is made out of glyphosate, which is like a weed killer. So you're just like putting weed killer into your brain, and there's nothing else. There's fucking nothing else. I'm bored, man. There's no Twitter left. Getting off of Twitter has been good because I don't think in tweet format. Which it was kind of based in Gemmy, but you're just shouting into the void. You're not, you have Captive Dreamer, on the super sponsored For You page, and then you're screaming into the void, gemming the fuck out for like 4 likes. Like, who cares? Who cares anymore? The posts I've done in the last year, like pre-2023, I would have like 10,000 followers right now, and they wouldn't be bots either. They would be real, somewhat real people. And it's just, there's nothing, man. There's straight up nothing. What do you do? Someone tell me there's no internet left. The internet is done. This might be cope, and I don't know. I think change of scenery will definitely be good for me, because when I got brainwashed into the Zandemic retard. Dude, what the hell are these people doing? I got brainwashed into the Zandemic retard zone. So it's like when I drive anywhere, it's like, oh, I'm reminded, like, oh yeah, I got arrested there. Oh, I threw up in my shoes at that house, and it's like I don't want to be reminded of that anymore. I have a pretty old video where I was like, get rid of shit that reminds you of bad times, and I think moving is one of the easiest ways to do that, because it's like none of these people, I have a couple IRLs, but like none of these people matter. The people we grew up with don't really matter. Everyone, we're old now. We're not 18 Zoomers. If you are an 18 Zoomer, I don't even know what you're getting out of this. Try to get something, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. But maybe if I move, I'll be able to enjoy something again. I really would like to get like an old 90s, like when the CRTs had the bubble, not the flat panel ones are so soulless. It's worse than a modern TV. The flat panels are hideous to look at. They're supposed to have a bubble and a curve on them, the CRT tube. And if I had like a 90s set, and then I had like a PS2, and I was burning, I could burn discs and play some spooky gems with the Void. I feel like that would be gem. I am looking forward to Resident Evil 9. I don't know when I'm gonna get it. I gotta get a new graphics card, and that'll be fun to play. Maybe I'll play that in front of the Void, or we'll take turns, and that might be fun. But I don't know. Everything's just so soulless. Capcom sold out. They made Ada Wong a fucking fridge. She barely looks female. Like, ew. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing to my video game franchise, man? But, yeah, I don't know. Not thinking in tweets has been nice. Not thinking in tweet format's been really good. I reactivated, total mistake. The site's dead. Yeah, I don't know. Should I stay deactivated? What do you guys think? I already deleted all my tweets, so it's like I don't have to. I've already caught myself. I've only been reactivated for a couple days, and I've already caught myself. I've been trying to, like, I'll go in the following tab, and I run out of tweets in like 10 minutes. Because Elon's greedy as fuck, and so I go to the For You page, and it's just slop. And then I've already gone back into my psychopath behavior of rereading my tweets, rereading my retweets, and thinking like, oh, how can I best Jester Max and be a good goy and get a certain amount of likes? Maybe those likes will make things better, and they won't. It's dead. The site's dead. It's like Tumblr after they banned porn. There's not a single real user left. It's just like the people who are just like, well, I guess I've been using it this long, I guess I'll keep using it. And there's just not a single new user. There's not any real organic content now because of AI. It's weird because when Tumblr died, it was just like a flood of voids onto Twitter, and even on our like desolate hellscape, hellish corner of Twitter, it was just like void flood. It was drip or drown void flood edition, and it was cool. It was, you could see who liked the post. You could look at people's likes, the aesthetic, the overall user experience. There wasn't any stupid glitches. The iOS keyboard worked back then. None of those things are true today. And yeah, I suggest, if you make money off there, whatever, which it kind of sucks, because in a roundabout way, like, all my commenters are sick on here on YouTube, and like I've had a few people on, before I nuked my Twitter, they would comment occasionally and be like, oh yeah, you should talk about that or talk about this, and you guys are cool, but Twitter's just, it's dead. It's totally dead. I don't know how other way to word it, but it is done. It's totally done. Yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you think? I don't know how else to say it. The internet's done. The internet is fucking done.